coming up in the Bell ciphers, did you hear the 5% or the 5% Nation of Islam, or
coming up in the Bill ciphers was the 5% Nation of Islam?
right?
It's what we heard. 5% Nation of Islam. What was it? Not the Nation of Islam.
The 5% Nation of Islam.
We are a 5% nation of Islam. Islam is our culture, our way of life. So it's our 5% nation, and our way of life is Islam. It's not the Nation of Islam. And that's what a lot of these NOIs got mixed up in their heads, thinking it's, oh, well, you're saying 5% Nation of Islam. No, we're not talking about you. Okay, because you don't have a 5%.
Well, I mean, their degrees, because their degrees, they had it since the 30s.
They had it since the 30s, but if you look at their degrees, they actually award the 5%.
On this poor part of planet Earth.
Right, and say they are. You know, say we are, say they are.
Well, these are things that, you know, that we go through with the night. Now, were there any issues with the
it was the issue
during the Bell cipher year?
We had issues not with them actually. We had issues with the Ansaru.
So never had. So before we go there, there was never issue with the 5% and the Muslims, and
the Ansaru Muslims.
The Ansaru, well, the Nation of Islam. The NOI.
The NOI, I haven't seen not really any NOI out there in Far Rockaway.
Okay.
In where I was at.
Right, right. And so you don't, because there's a lot of controversy where, you know, with the Muslims nowadays, or some Muslims, not all of them. You know what I'm saying? There's some Muslims that are claiming this 5% title. You know, in the sense that they always claimed it, and they claimed the 16th degree. You know what I'm saying? So, but you didn't see that in the Bell ciphers.
No, because I don't understand how could they say that they always claimed it or claimed the 16th degree. I don't understand how they could say that.
Well, I mean, because just to build on it, just to come from.
I know what you're saying.
Because in the 30s.
I know what you're saying.
Elijah and Fard had this conversation in which these lessons in which we study.
Yeah.
You know, so and that 16th degree says, you know, Muslims and Muslim.
But if you in the if I'm not mistaken, I think in the 70s, late 70s, mid 70s, late 70s, or leading into the 80s, they didn't actually have these degrees.
Well, you talk about when Elijah returned and Warith Dane threw out those lessons.
Right, they didn't have these degrees.
Right. That's correct.
Because they was going Sunni.
Right, for the most part, yeah.
Right, they didn't have these degrees. They came and got them from the brothers in Jersey. So they didn't have these degrees.
Right, but Malcolm had them.
Malcolm had them. Mm-hmm. Malcolm's not going to throw away his degrees. Even though he left them.
Right.
He's not going, because he had his foundation. Okay, a lot of brothers. You have some brothers that.
I think Muhammad Ali did throw his degrees, but he
became Sunni. You can have some brothers that. Who are these? Moorish.
The Moors, okay.
You have some brothers that want to go over to the Moors, the Moors, right? Become Moors, who have their foundation with us, the 5%. They haven't thrown out their degrees. Some of them haven't thrown out degrees. Some probably did, some haven't.
Right.
You know, some people don't forget their foundation or where they come from, regardless to whom or what. You're not going to forget your foundation. War threw them out. So a lot of folks, if they died off and whatnot, they didn't retain this knowledge and whatnot. They didn't have it. They had to come and get this knowledge.
Right.
You know? So I don't understand how they claim it that they always have and always did. No.
Right.
You know, they forget some of their history. You know, because you look at the zebra killings that I think took place in Detroit. You know, they took 1 degree so little.
So about the non-cipher degree?
The non-cipher degree.
Right.
And they went and killed.
got 4 devils. Heads of 4 devils.
The thing.
Right.
You know.
And is that you talk about this is the Nation of Islam.
Nation of Islam. This is why some of these brothers growing up in the 80s, some brothers did that too. Not killed, but they went in.
There's the other things.
Yeah. No. Speed knots on devil's heads, going out taking devil's heads and whatnot, and things of that nature and whatnot. They took it little. I had a degree, the 1 to 14, the 1 to 10 had 4 devil's heads. And repeated 4 devil's heads.
And no, you saying in the 1 to 10 or
the 1 to 14?
The 1 to 14, right?
4 devil's heads.
Right. The non-sight degree, right?
And just say, 4 devil's heads that murdered people. You know, they like murdered. Take the 4 devil's heads and we gotta go kill them.
Why is Muhammad murdered the devil? Right. So yeah, I mean.
Why is Muhammad any Muslim murder the devil? What's to do to each Muslim regards to 4 devils
at one time? Yeah, but
right?
I haven't presented 4 devils at one time.
Oh yeah, but that was presented 4 devil's heads at one time. It wasn't the same 4 devil's heads in that too.
Right.
It was taken out.
You said somebody took those.
It was taken. When I had that copy, and then I had another copy.
Oh, okay. So you're saying, okay, I see what you're saying.
You know, so it had that in it. And I think Elijah had took it out because of what happened. So it was a revised
version of it. So that might have been in the second, because the law gave us 5% those degrees
by having it presented for them
at one time. Right. But I brought that up because, like I said, there's a set of Muslims, and I don't want to say that it's the Nation of Islam. I say it's like a certain set of Muslims that are now trying to claim that degree, and they call themselves Muslim guards, right? Now this Muslim guard thing and the Muslim
Wesley and his crew.
Yeah, right. Well, Wesley, I can't say his what. I'm gonna say Wakil. That's what. Well, you say that's the same. But Wesley is more. He's dealing with more Nation of Islam. And although, now here's the thing, is that his claim is that he had this knowledge and he came through the 5%. He earned his flag and then went into the Nation of Islam. So he still holds on to his flag. That's why he still holds on to his name as True Islam, as well as Wesley Muhammad. He's True Islam and Wesley Muhammad. So
people know him from the school.
Do people know Wesley? There's people that know Wesley. Of course,
school, for being in the school, for being around.
No, not for being around. Well, there's some people that can claim his history, because I can't say that he's lying about his history. I'm not gonna say he's lying about his history.
If that's his history, he's showing proof of that's him.
Right, but here's the thing, though. All right, let's say I earned my flag, right? I go through my degrees, I show them proof, I put them on cap and everything, and then I decide I'm gonna deal with this white woman, and she didn't she gonna
that's
take me.
you.
Right. But hold on. But now she didn't influence me to deal with the divine rules, deal with the swine, and praise the mystery God.
That's you.
That's me. That is me. Now what
you got
was that the same with the flag?
You gotta take that off.
You got to take that off. That's how I see it.
You have to take that off, because you can't, because everything that the flag has and flag represents, it don't represent that.
They don't represent that, and that's what I'm saying. So I just want to be clear, because we don't represent the teachings of of a mystery God, or a God outside of the original black man.
No.
So when to submit to the will of another man, which is what
they're saying that a Muslim submits to the will of Allah.
Right.
The definition of Muslim is one of peace.
Right.
That's what Muslim
Right.
is. Want a peace. But what a Muslim do is submit to the will of Allah. They submit to the will of a mystery God. It's Allah's will. Inshallah, mashallah. You know, they submit to that will and whatnot. You're submitting, period. So that's that.
Right. And that's
We don't teach submission.
right. The 5% don't teach.
We don't teach submission. You show me where at, and we teach submission. We don't.
If Mega did this.
Peace. In celebration of each other, we support each other's hustle. Weight Life has sponsored this content. You can get a sweatshirt, t-shirt, or a hoodie at the Common Unity store of a law school in Mecca. Or just simply hit me up. I got the hookup. Peace.